A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This is fielded at the goal line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Mike. 41 Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go. SOS.
Now Wilson on first down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
First down, Seattle. Check 41. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, check 24.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Set 18 Gator. Watch QB drop.
On first and 10, here's Manning. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's got Harrison left side complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Taking it about the 16. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Room here to run. And running with power here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kareem Hunt with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
You ain't going nowhere. Hustle, hustle. Five.
Working from the gun, Manning. Wide open receiver, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. A first down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun again to Elliott. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Manning. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week, it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Touch 50, touch 50.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And some room to maneuver. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, Hunt, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward. On second down, it's Jones. And he's brought down.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the
24-yard line. 55, right there in the middle. 55, too little,
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Kill. X3, 218, chopper. Check three.
On first down, Manning. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down, it's Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you.
Ready? And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Check 24. Check 24. Go. Check. Crouch. You got tight right there. He's coming. 14. Check 13.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 7, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is now an even 30. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and 7, Manning. And his throw is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Manning. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Manning. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. On 1st down, Elliott. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. The extra point hitting the right upright, but it caroms home. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one for him.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Flushed out right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Shelling through the defense. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Ready up. 55. Let's go, team.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun. Manning. It's caught by Funchess.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Manning. He's going to float this one deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. And that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Go 14.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On play action, now Manning. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Manning. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Ready?
Now Manning to try again after the pick 6. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just talks about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. In for the score. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Manning. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The Colts on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. Manning. Funches has it complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking deep here for Ebron. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
161, matchbox, light, get it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Manning, they'll set up the screen with Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Draw play, Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Manning, he's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Wilson gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Hunt. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Oh, Wilson going to throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put